Hey garden dreamers, today I'm going to show you how my Calathea almost died and how I saved her.
This is what my gorgeous Calathea pinstripe looked like 2 years ago, until one day I noticed she looked like this. Literally, from one day to the next, the spider mites damaged her almost completely. Since she had one leaf still kind of left, I figured I would try to save her. I don't give up on my plants until they're a stick, and even then I try to save them until I know for sure they're dead. So if you feel like trashing your dead plants, send them my way and I'll try to save it. Here's the 3 methods I tried and what I ended up doing. First, I had some substratum laying around, so I experimented with placing it in that. Substratum is like a volcanic rock rich in nutrients. I rinsed off the roots really well and added the Calathea to the rocks, making sure you rinse that substratum really well. Two weeks later, the leaves were growing really well, but still she seemed to be dried at the tips. I left her here in the substratum a while longer, but finally made the decision a couple months later to repot her into some leca balls to see if she liked that better. Leca is a collection of baked clay balls that expand when you soak them in water. But I later read it's best to use them with soil because the soil contains nutrients and leca, unlike the substratum, doesn't contain any nutrients. So same thing happened with being in the leca only medium. She did grow some leaves while it was in there, but they also had dried up tips. So after a few months again, I did repot her in soil only. So this time around, I used Fox Farm potting soil to see if that would work better. A couple months later, she's grown more leaves, and this time without the dried up tips. I'm watering her with this tiny wine bottle, and she drinks as she pleases. I did, however, spot spider mites on her again. I don't know if you can see them, they're pretty tiny. This is how I remove them, by just throwing her in the sink and spraying water on her leaves until they come off. But you do have to catch them right away because they will demolish the plant in a matter of a day. Make sure you get under each leaf and really thoroughly spray that water until those mites come off. The reason you get mites is because it's too dry. Your plant's too dry and the environment's too dry. So this one, I don't have a humidifier on her, but I probably should. As you can see here, she's fuller, but she has some old dried up leaves. So months later, I cleaned up the dried leaves and this is what she's looking like right now. Pretty healthy and with not too many dry tips. I'm gonna keep monitoring her closely because apparently she's a diva and the mite's favorite plant. Comment below your tips on how you take care of your Calathea. Make sure you subscribe and like. Thanks for watching.